It tried to tell me my
Me.
stream key was wrong, and I started panicking a little.
Everything is wrong. I want to watch the world burn.
Why does the OBS have to sound like such a babe? Stop it.
Do you love me? Do you mean it? Really? I don't know. I got nothing. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's do this. You ready,
So,
everybody?
OBS is our main big bad guy.
Maybe. What if I am? What will you do about it? Win.
Chaos Bolt.
Try me. Try me. Do it. Do it. I dare you.
I also have this thing called uninstall.
Oh
Do not-
no. My only weakness.
Do not
You
let Anne
uninstall.
go against OBS.
What do you think we're running OBS on?
Anne would end up getting banned off Twitch for what she'd end up doing with OBS.
You need to do that in the private of your own room.
You're on the wrong streaming website. Alright, so D&D, guys!
Integrate.
We go. Okay, so again, last time, not last week, last time, that was 2 weeks ago now. Raz sunk in pants and removed pants, threw skunks. Raz woke up, being with pants around his ankles, skunks removed, and looming over him. Bolted, managed to run out of his pants, and is now being chased by Anne.
With pants.
With his pants. Moon, your maid is chasing after Raz with his pants.
Yep.
And they are running back towards the clearing.
That's a thing that's happening. Yeah, it is.
And Anne is faster.
Raz is much louder, though. And will not stop screaming.
Are you crying for help or just screaming in general?
Just general terrified screaming.
How
Okay.
far ahead of Anne is Raz?
Let's get a full round. What's your movement speed?
30
Raz?
feet.
Mine, 25.
Let's say about 30 feet.
Okay. I cast Thorn Whip.
We're starting off strong here.
Only.
That's an attack, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
One that eventually
Are-
dragged me closer.
If it does hit, which it doesn't because I only rolled an 8,
Uh-huh.
but
Not hit.
it does. It drags whatever you hit by it 10 feet closer to you.
You cast Thorn Whip, aiming for Raz's ankle. You don't manage to grab his ankle, but you do manage to pluck a bush that the Thorn Whip then chucks at you. Go ahead and give me a perception check. And
Well, I rolled pretty badly. 5.
all right. Yeah, nope. The Thorn Whip just grabbed some foliage and threw it back towards you.
It does not bother me. I'm just continuing to charge. I don't care if trees are falling over. I am not going to let this young man run around with nothing on his lower half in front of my master.
Take off his underwear too.
I don't know. Were the skunks in your underwear?
This tells me just in the pants.
They were not in the underwear.
Who's to say he's wearing underwear to begin with?
I am, and he is.
Well, at least we know one of us is.
And continues to chase Raz.
Ryan just continues to scream and run as fast as he can. Seeing her slowly
Oh.
approaching.
Raz, you make it into the clearing. Are you going to run around the clearing, or are you running out of the clearing again? And in what direction, if so?
What direction did we come from?
You came southwest.
I will run to the northwest corner, then try to hide.
West is where you came from. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you meant initially into the clearing from the road. The road is to the south. The stream that you're coming from where you had skunks in your pants is to the northwest. My apologies. Or northeast. Northeast, not northwest.
Then I'll go to the northwest still.
Okay.
Alright. Attempt.
I confused my east and west. I don't know what's happening. So you're hiding, you said?
Attempting. We'll see.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Oh boy. As a stealth, I know it's not great. That's an 11.
11. And go ahead and give me another perception check. To keep an eye on Raz.
Yes. Nat 20.
Raz has stopped running and is just cowering beside a bush for some reason.
And continues to run over and then throws the pants towards Raz.
Raz, you have pants thrown on you. No, are you following them or are you staying back by the street?
I'm just bathing in the stream.
While the sneaking song is still playing.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Just playing in the water, not even bathing in the stream. Anne has run off after the rat boy, and like Shadow Moon is just like, well, this is my opportunity to do whatever the fuck I want. So she's playing in the stream.
I will take my pants and then continue running.
Go
Please
ahead and
put
give
on
me.
your pants. I will not allow you to flaunt in front of the master.
Oh, with your nat 20, and also, I apologize, I forgot to mention. You also noticed that the bush Raz was hiding under has berries that are blue, but not blueberries.
And then takes all of the berries.
You also managed to spot a clump of yellow berries.
And collects all of the berries.
While she's distracted, I'm going to keep running.
Which direction are you running?
Probably just keep going northwest since I've already started that way.
Alrighty, going into the woods.
Yep. Not thinking.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a thing here. Let me find my table.
Watch as the sorcerer dies.
Tab. That is the wrong tab. I lost my spreadsheet. Oh no.
It's not good when you lose spreadsheets.
It exists still. I just had the wrong one open. Thought I had the right one open. I was wrong. Give me my documents. One moment, and I will roll the thingamajigger. While I'm pulling this up, Anne, how are you collecting the berries, and what are you collecting them in? Are you just doing it barehanded, holding them in your skirt?
Anna's always wearing their gauntlets. They don't do anything barehanded.
I forgot about the gauntlet. Thank you.
So,
Gauntlets are actually bare hands.
no, they look like opera gloves, actually, so they look fancy.
Excellent.
Here we go.
I
Forest
want to keep
stuff.
the different types of berries separate, though.
Okay. You managed to get. What are you collecting them in?
Not sure.
Quick look through your inventory, try to find something.
Until
Because
you find something to carry them in, if you pile them on the ground,
because I don't really have. Would any of the things that I've got come in a bag, except for the bag of ball bearings?
you do have the nuts that are kind of shocking.
Those are in my inventory.
Oh, I knew someone had those. I don't know who has what. I am just lord of everything. That doesn't mean I know shit. Focus. Bag. You have a cooking pot, unless I'm mistaken.
I've got cooking utensils.
I believe that includes a
Utensil.
pot.
I
But would
would.
I have stuff to carry them with me? So
Too bad you didn't keep Rez's pants.
I'd only put them in there if it was the spicy ones that cause burning.
You did find some of the yellow ones that you do feel some heat through your gloves as you pick those. You have your cooking pot and your cook's utensils.
I've got smith's tools, thieves' tools, and tinker tools as well. And an all-purpose tool.
Nothing really that would have a staff other than the ball bearings, yeah. And then you have your cooking pot.
So put the spicy ones in with the ball bearings and put all of the others in the cooking pot and then bring them back to the master.
All right. Yeah, you're easily
Also,
able to do so.
along the way with my nat 20, can I spot a Steve in the woods?
A what?
Hey, Steve.
A B Steve, Ali T.
Oh yeah, with your nat 20, absolutely. You turn with your berry haul back towards Master, and you see Steve off further to the left, just behind a tree, peeking out, watching.
And only now stops the sneaking song. Greetings, Steve.
Oh, fuck. Hi, hello.
I have collected berries.
Oh, that's great. You shouldn't, you really shouldn't touch those.
Do not
They could
worry.
be. You okay?
They cannot
Why?
burn me.
I'm not entirely sure that that's true. I mean, have you spent any time in the woods? There are really awful, awful, awful plants here that will harm you.
I am
Please keep those
stronger
away from
than
me.
plants. I will protect you.
That's really nice. I really would love you just to back up just a little bit.
How far
Just
shall I back up?
Just a good 40 to 50 feet, please.
Okay, I am backing up 40 to 50 feet towards the master.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that's fine. over
It
there.
actually brings you closer together at one point until you pass the middle way and then actually start getting further away as you're closer to Moon.
So I've been yelling
Master,
this whole time.
I have berries. We have achieved objective marker 1.
Excellent.
Now that y'all have berries over there, Steve has requested a distance. Going over to Raz. You're bolting through the woods, terrified. You have your pants in your hands as you're sprinting through the bushes and the foliage, rushing past, trying to just get away. And go ahead and give me a dex save.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Notice on the next save. That'll be a 17.
17. All right. There's a little gap, not a clearing, but just a little gap in the foliage, and you almost run headfirst into a child crouched on the ground, just in a ball, crying. But you manage to catch yourself, jump over him, and tumble. Do a somersault back to standing on the other side.
F1, put on pants. Step number 2, immediately hide.
Oh, I'm here.
God damn it, I did have to fix the overlay again. I just fixed it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're
Spider.
good.
I just got home.
Alright.
Did I move everyone around?
It's played nice this time. Everybody's good.
Anne is very good. Anne has berries.
Oh, we got the
Hey,
berries. Sweet.
I need to know if Moon is covered in mud, because there's mud in that river.
Oh yeah, it's not very
Stream.
deep, and as soon as you're in it, you're kicking up a bunch of dirt, and so you are
Excellent.
dirtying yourself up rather than cleaning yourself off. Absolutely.
Perfect. That's great.
Anne picks up Shadow Moon and casts Prestidigitation.
You are now clean. Going back over to Raz real quick. Give me a stealth check, please.
Oh, that's,
You hear the child sniffing and sits up, looks around. Are you lost too?
I am. Gonna try to figure out where I am.
A survival check.
I lost.
Master, Master, I have
Yeah,
just
yeah.
thought of a pun.
Wait, does Raz have his pants now?
He does.
Yes, he got them back.
Okay.
And they kept running.
I can just
We have
imagine,
lost the rat boy.
I
You've
can
thought
just
of a
imagine
pun?
like Raz grabs the pants and keeps running while still pantless.
Yeah, pretty much.
That they were thrown at him, like on his face.
Oh.
You see, we came here for berries
Mm-hmm.
with Raz.
Mm-hmm.
Raspberries.
Where is Raz?
He departed into the woods once I gave him his pants,
Why didn't you bring him back?
because
We
I
need
found
to-
the berries.
Yeah, but we have no point in getting the berries if we don't have Raz, because we need to help his friends.
I will try to learn how to be in 2 places at once in the future.
I guess we have to go find Raz now.
Do not worry. I am sure he will reveal himself as soon as we make it clear that we are looking for him.
What about the timid little dude, too? What was his name again?
If you are talking about the smelly person, he is hiding over there. He requested distance between us.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to, Stevie? Stevie?
That works too.
Hey. And, tell Anne
hi.
to, go and find Raz.
Here are the berries. I am
Okay.
only giving you the blueberries. I do not wish you to be burnt by the other berries that I have collected.
Okay, thank you.
I will now track down Raz. I will head out into the forest in the direction that Raz did.
Yeah, you saw Raz head further northwest. You can very easily see signs of his passage in his desperate attempt to get away. But also, and not far from the clearing, you can hear a child crying, just absolutely distraught. He sounds very snotty and bawling his eyes out.
Anne has read on how to deal with children.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I just like how all of us are like, uh-oh.
Alright, what spell slots do I got left? And what?
Anne pulls out a ball bearing and enchants it with music. And then throws the ball bearing in the
That's a
direction.
child.
How hard are you throwing it?
Not at full strength.
I'm just trying to get some distance on it, but not like
Correct.
chucking it. Okay.
Don't want to hurt the child, but want
Yeah.
to get the ball bearing near the child.
Giving
Want
it
to
a
get-
good toss
Want
to
to
get
get
some
the ball
distance.
bearing at the other side of the child to where Anne is.
Uh, Raz now faced with again just sobbing young boy.
Jesus.
You
cry.
hear another give me a perception check.
I'm gonna guess I don't hear shit because that's a natural one.
Yup, his crying is way too loud. You don't notice until it is behind you that uh, there is suddenly music coming from behind you. What kind of music is it, Anne?
Operatic piano.
There's
So ominous sounding piano music.
There's ominous piano music behind you. There's a sobbing child in front of you. There's a lot going on, and yeah, it's loud.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh no!
Oh no, who'd we
Please.
lose?
Dragoon, please! My UI!
We're not who we say we are.
I mean, I'm still Moon.
Welcome
It's
back.
good. It's fine.
We just lose our DM whenever Dragoon leaves.
I'm a ghost. Ooga booga.
No, you become a rat.
You become
Let
Raz
my
Raz.
spit out of the bag. Oh boy.
No. Child crying, opera music.
Yeah. Creepy opera music. Child starts crying louder. This is not normal forest behavior. The child is lost. Now there's more weird stuff happening. He doesn't know what's going on. He is screaming his lungs out.
Just gonna pull the
And
child in close and just like full alert. What's going on? Where are we? What's happening?
and tries to use the music as a distraction to sneak up on the two.
Go ahead and give me stealth with advantage. Raz, go ahead and
I have
give me
automatic
a
disadvantage on stealth,
That's a
so
fine.
that's just a regular roll.
nice, excellent. Do that, please. Raz, give me a animal handling check as you're trying to, as you grab the child, just to see if he calms down a little bit.
That's a 10.
Okay. Slightly less desperate, but still very upset. And he is clinging to you, snotting your shirt. You cannot get away from this child now.
Lovely.
He has a death grip on you.
Branches snap. You hear a deep thudding of footsteps as you see a tall, over 6 foot silhouette of a person coming towards you as I rolled a nat 1 on stealth.
Oh my god, no.
Grab the child and run! Grab the child and run!
As the ominous music is playing.
Jaws music?
At this point, yes.
I know,
And
as
you
the player,
Hmm?
that I know, as the player, sending in after Raz was a really bad idea. My character, on the other hand, not so much. Oh,
I may have misrepresented the age of this child. This is a 13-year-old child.
Oh, okay.
I was
thinking like
of,
4.
yeah,
It's
like
still
young,
relatively
young
small
child.
for a 13-year-old, but
Leave the child and run! Leave the child and run!
Fire!
no, he has some grip on you now.
I said lead, not leave.
Oh, I heard
Oh.
leave.
Okay.
It's like Raz just drops said child and just bolts off.
And
He
follows
doesn't have a
the
teleport
two.
spell, so he cannot just leave the child yet.
And
Urge-
chases the two down.
but this where but this no way
You
back.
cannot escape me.
He's following you, no problem.
I have been ordered for your retrieval.
Keep running,
Oh
keep
my
running, keep
God.
running!
Is futile.
Wait, no. You was putting full on brakes. Give me a
Live, kitten, live!
strength check.
Oh, this was the greatest decision I have ever made.
What is with my rolls today? That's a 5.
Good. He has a -2 strength. At the line of being sent to fetch him, even when you're talking about Raz, this young boy believes you are sent by his parents and digs his heels into the ground, still with his death grip on Raz's clothing. Raz, you are also pulled to a stop as this young, ruddy-skinned boy turns back to Anne. My parents really sent you. Big snot wipe with his hand, wipes it on his shirt.
I
as
don't
he's
believe
trying
anything
to
they
calm
say, they're
down.
crazy.
God, this kid needs a tissue. Or a handkerchief.
Anne does not understand what the kid is saying. They are crying too much. And so Anne attempts to pick both of them up and carry them back to the master.
Raz, I'm assuming you're resisting?
Oh, of course.
Give me opposing acrobatics or athletics, whichever is stronger. Raz, you're at a disadvantage because the child is also holding on to you.
Uh-oh.
That'd be a brain work with me. 16.
I rolled really low. 9.
And that 16 was at disadvantage?
Yeah, I got a natural 13 and a natural.
Damn!
Dang.
Finally, good rolls.
The dismay of poor Peter Martin.
So Anne manages to pick up the child, not
Yep.
Raz, but the child's holding onto Raz.
How does this work?
A moment of like trying to juggle the two, and Raz just manages to push off your chest and do a backward somersault out of your arms, losing his shirt in the process. It's still in Peter's grip.
Wait, so Raz is now pantless and shirtless?
No,
He
no,
did
no.
put the pants back on at one point.
Oh,
It
okay.
was right before you came back. He says, "Okay, putting pants back on first," and then bloop, you came in. So you
I
just
have-
missed it.
Make sure you have your
I
pants
have
on before
came-
you interact with a child.
I'm just like, damn, Raz, you can't keep your clothes on.
Raz, I have came to the understanding that you are a nudist.
Stare very confused and start running the other direction.
Don't forget your
backwards
shirt.
appearing.
Anne casts Thorn Whip.
Oh no!
Go ahead and roll that.
Okay.
So, Raz, are you
Then-
continuing further out from the clearing or heading back where you came?
Probably away from the clearing because the ant came from that direction.
Okay. Just want to double check.
Well, even with plus 5 to hit, and I could say I was using my all-purpose tools, which would give me an extra +1. Still not going to work. I rolled a nat 4, so
No!
it's
You're
my
both just
rolls.
going
I
around
only
in
seem to
circles?
get nat
Okay.
20s or good rolls in the weirdest of places.
I mean, that's just how it goes.
It's nearly always extremely low rolls.
There is a storm.
Oh, no.
You are sinking.
Raz, you see Anne shift the child in her grip, pull out her all-purpose tool, and go to cast at you, but you are not waiting around for that. You bolt, and the thorn whip
What happened?
again whips right under your feet. You jump right over it.
Keep
Rat
running, keep
boy,
running, keep running, keep running.
your friends are going to die if you continue to
Oh
run.
my god! Jesus!
Well, okay then. Raz is going to stop
All right,
Burns.
you're about
and cast
40
Chaos
feet out.
Bolt.
Okay.
Cast what?
Chaos Bolt.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll that, and roll me a d20, please.
I
for
can
your
imagine your character is like,
magic.
what's taking so long?
Also,
Yeah,
yeah,
I just- went over to talk to Stevie.
B Steve?
I miss.
Steve.
I know that much. Like
Yeah.
a 7, 8.
Okay, and
My
Mhm.
armor class is 20.
do you know that I tried to
Well, hopefully I
I'm
don't
trying
roll a
to
3.
domesticate blink dogs?
Excellent.
Right.
I'm gonna
There.
have a puppy potentially.
Odd magic happening.
Oh
Do the
boy!
thing.
Thank you.
Oh no. This one
No.
we might change. One even says make sure the DM was okay with it.
Oh.
Is the DM okay with it?
I'm gonna fudge this a little bit. Well. And Raz disappears.
And the child, probably.
Nope. The child is still in your arms. Raz's shirt, however, also disappears from the child's grip. Let me roll a thing. Okay. Raz, you find yourself mid-run, running straight towards Anne. You cast your Chaos Bolt, missed, and your magic not only missed, but it misfired and sent you back in time. Just a little bit. Right when you left the clearing, trying to run away from Anne, but now you find yourself running towards Anne instead.
Anne goes to hug Raz.
I would
Body
like to
hug.
stop and run the other direction now. I don't think Raz understands that he was gone back in time yet.
Nope, you have moved. You just moved and found yourself in motion. Go ahead and give me a. Yeah, we're gonna make this a dexterity save as you found yourself in motion and you're trying to suddenly change gears, change direction.
That'll be a
And you're-
17. I'll go
Okay,
try to run
yeah.
away from Anne, I get good rolls.
I think that's a sign.
The dice love a good story.
I just love a good chase scene, I guess.
That too. Yeah, you turn right around and start running back into the clearing, which you were pretty much next to. So yeah, you burst into the clearing. Steve and Moon and Fee, as you now are making your way back towards the stream, can see Raz rushing into the clearing. Leaves flying behind him as he is just running as fast as he can.
Raz, we have the berries.
Oh, God.
We can go and save your friends.
Why are you running deeper into the forest?
We're getting ready to go now.
I
If
really
we can
wish we
just
would
get
go.
Raz to stay still, we can leave. And then we can get the hippo bait and go save his friends.
Oh, I didn't hear anything you said. I just heard leave.
I'm hearing what Moon's talking about. Raz just makes a large arc turn.
I'm just now imagining Raz as like Sonic the Hedgehog.
He's got momentum,
Yeah.
he's just going with it.
Running or turn towards where?
Towards Moon and V. V, if she's there?
I'm yeah, sure. I'd
B
like-
is gonna get some head pets, by the way, because I'm pretty sure we're all the same height.
Once he joins up the group, he's going to try to use Fee as a way to hide.
Bee's just like looking at Raz, like,
Anne aborts what she was about to do next, which is magic missile at Raz.
oh my god. She's like, Fee holds up her cloak, like, you want to hide under my cloak?
Also, I should ask, I have my shirt back, right?
Oh yes, it is
Yes.
back on your body.
Because you
assume-
went
And
back
Ellen's
in
not there.
time.
I just want to make sure it wasn't left where it was, but at a different time.
He all of a sudden finds himself with 2 shirts.
It's like, we're like, where'd you get that other shirt from?
I don't know.
That's fine, because, I mean, Moon's gonna have some questions for Anne when she comes back and be like, Anne, I sent you to get Raz, not kidnap a child.
And still have the child. The child just not a thing that's happened yet.
Oh no. There you go, Dragoon. Go back.
Stop believing
The
you're messing up the UI.
The child is now clinging to Anne for dear life.
Okay, so the child has happened. I just wanted to make sure we didn't
yeah.
abandon a child in the woods.
Nope.
There.
And you
Here
are
is
currently
the
getting
Raz.
spotted.
Here is the Raz that you requested.
Hey. So what's with the kid?
This is Raz's kid.
Raz?
You have a child?
I don't remember having a child.
He's not my dad.
We should probably return this child to his parents.
That child's been in the woods for so long. Probably
Right.
very contaminated.
I will
What?
take
We should
child
probably
back.
get this guy out too, so
That
that,
was-
he can stop being a wimp.
B. Steve just starts throwing up.
Oh God.
You want us to?
I will
What?
take you out of the forest.
He starts crying in joy now and is just further just nodding your shirt. And
Humanoid, you are
you're,
leak.
you're,
You're
Humanoid, you are
leaking.
leaking. Okay.
Let's just get on back to the village, guys.
Affirmative.
Metal lady, would you mind riding? Can I ride on your back? I don't think I can walk anymore.
Okay.
B. Steve climbs on Anne's back and just clings on very, very, very desperately.
He seems now very brave.
I can imagine just like Raz like underneath Fee's cloak. It's like,
Basically, you're just
alright.
like pulling up your cloak whenever Anne looks in the general direction.
It's like, and like Fee's like walking, kind of like, let's just all just head back to the village.
An escorts group back to village.
just someone give me a survival check just to make sure y'all manage to find your way back to town.
Okay.
Has good wisdom.
Anne's
Uh,
wisdom isn't great, but my survival check is 17.
Okay, yeah, no problem. You take everyone back to the clearing and can easily point out the track that you came in on. Manage to get back to the main road. During which, let me see if there's a. Okay, nope, you're good. Yeah, you managed to get back to the road, no problem. And back at the town gate, the same guard that y'all passed when you came out is there, and he stops you.
Greetings, guard man.
What up, guard dude?
We have found discarded child in forest.
Mm-hmm. We've also found the berries.
We
See
would
if I
like to
can-
get a refund.
Yeah,
Oh no.
that's not.
Refund.
We have to find out who the
Y'all
child's
haven't been
parents
buying
are.
kids.
No.
No. We are looking for berries.
We found berries and just happened to find the child. And we want to return the child to its parents. That's what she means by refund.
I punched a rock.
You did punch a rock. I've taken Anne on too many shopping trips, you see, and when you return something most times when shopping, you get a refund.
Yes, easy mistake. I quite understand. You see the child who has calmed down quite a bit since y'all left the clearing. Turns to look at the guard. He's still sniffing a little bit. Hey, Bert. Peter. What have your parents told you about playing in the woods? Not to, because I'll get lost.
And what did you learn?
Listen to my parents.
Good boy.
I learned that Raz likes to remove his clothing.
B. Steve,
Ah.
B. Steve reaches or looks up over Anne's shoulder, which he is clinging tightly to, and looks at the mob and says, "You should absolutely make sure no one ever goes back into those woods. Your child could have been mutilated, killed, torn apart." And he says all this in front of the child while looking directly into the child's eyes. He could have been stolen by bandits and violently murdered
Okay.
and torn
Okay.
apart.
Okay.
Okay.
None of that happened.
Just saying.
You're gonna upset the child again, and we're gonna have to listen to
Well,
what
the child needs to know
Can-
what's happening. We don't.
Can Fee like do a performance or something to like get the child to like cheer up the child, like I don't know, throw glitter in the air or something, so he doesn't like uncontrollably sob again.
Sure, go ahead and give me a performance check.
I like how half the party is just calling this child an it.
And
Performance
weirdly,
check.
Anna's not one of them.
That is surprising.
What did I get?
Let's
I
see.
got. If it loads,
19.
Loading.
You got a 19.
19. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, as Peter is starting to get worked up into another tizzy by these horrible things that he's hearing about that could have happened to him. You reach into a pouch at your side, pull out a handful of glitter, toss it into the air, do a swirl, flash your cape a different color.
Revealing Raz in the process.
Strike a pose as your cape settles back down over Raz, who I'm assuming is just standing there like shell shocked, like what? I didn't know. It's here in headlights.
After like a
She is
second of the
revealed, and
pose.
Yeah.
Jazz hands.
You just see jazz hands underneath the cape.
Congratulations, you have achieved status. Fabulous.
Thanks, Anne. You're fabulous too.
Thank you. I try.
You're really pretty.
Thank you.
He is looking over Anne's shoulder. He then looks up at Anne like, huh?
So, and Fee's like, all right, what's your name? Child. Do we ever get their
Smart.
name?
I'm
Peter.
You heard Bert, the guard, mentioned his name is Peter.
Okay.
Peter Martin. I live at 7061. That's 7061.
I was like, all I heard is like random numbers. I was like, okay, do I have to write this down?
Anne places child in arms of the guard.
Apple Nut Way. What? What do you? No, just.
Okay,
Why?
I'll take the child home and talk with his parents. And the rest of you go and here and take these berries. And go and
Thank
get
you.
the bait.
You know I'm not an actual guard, right? This bar doesn't have any guards. I just do this because I like it.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Well, do you
I'm
get
just-
paid?
Well, I do get kickbacks from Fudge, I lost my notebook.
The guard doesn't know.
Probably charges people to come into the town. That's all that it is.
Yeah, in Fergathad worshippers pay me for letting them know who comes in and out of these here gates.
So you're a watchdog. Okay, cool. Anyways, I'm gonna take Peter home. You guys go and get the berries.
Berries.
And don't
I have
scare
berries.
Raz anymore. Please.
As he is still hiding behind V.
Uh,
And
so
proceeds to head to store with berries.
Wait for us, Anne.
I was not told to wait for you.
Wait
I
for
was
the
told.
others and be a team player. Jesus Christ.
I will wait for the others.
all right. So Moon, you're going off with the child, and yeah, easily directs you. Okay, turn left here, go right there, go squeeze through this alley, and he does give you directions to get to his house. Upon there, you find his frantic mother, who very touching reunion. You know, the slow run, which you don't know why they're running slowly when they're so excited to see each other. But there you have it. They take a good 30 seconds to slowly run at each other until
Is there
she picks
is
up
there
Peter.
an epic sunset in the background?
Oh, absolutely. Which honestly, it
Mm.
was just weird because it's only like 3 o'clock.
Where did the sunset come from? Why are you
Cue
guys
and
running so slow?
Sorry, I
Am I in a
destroyed the
place of,
sun
like,
earlier.
cue in music that no one knows where it's coming from.
What the fuck is
The
this?
music is from me.
And you're not even here.
Where's the
I am
man go?
everywhere.
Oh, Peter, you found my Peter. Oh, thank you so much.
I can imagine like Shadow like so very confused.
I'm just gonna put up my hood and pretend like I don't notice the slow running or the
The
sunset.
At 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, 3 in the afternoon. I'm
And
just
then-
going to
As soon as
assume
she
I
starts
live.
talking, like the sun comes back up. It's now 3 o'clock in the sky again, and it's no longer setting.
Right.
Music
So-
on.
This is a home of sorcerers. Got you.
Oh,
very-
Man, I
very
thought living
melodramatic,
with
and then it's
Anne
back to
was
normal.
weird. This is fine. This is fine.
thank you so much, and it's not much, but and she rushes back inside. Peter in her arms, like just smushed into her chest, and he's just kind of dangling there. She's lifted him off the ground.
You're
he's
suffocating
just-
your child.
Turns
Don't-
blue.
Lady,
What I wouldn't give to
Don't-
be in that position.
don't suffocate your child in your motherly bosom.
You just say like the entire party is like in the background watching all of this, making commentary.
Yeah, literally the house is just like a block away. We can still see them.
Weird how the meteorological impact of the sun changing positions was not very great.
We're all going to die, aren't we?
It's okay, Raz.
Eventually.
This is the
She
sign of the end times.
she comes back out with two familiar red potions. They're very common to minor healing potions.
Excellent.
It's not much, but please take it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much for bringing my Peter home.
You are very welcome. We found him in the woods, actually. He has promised, however, to never go into the woods again.
I don't want to get kidnapped and murdered. You hear from the house.
Whatever Beastie said.
I'm sorry. He might end up with a few nightmares. One of our not really companions. One of the somebody else we found was extremely dramatic and filled his head with worst case scenario options. So
Will you
have
thank
fun
him
with
for
therapy.
me? And she gives uh she rummages, pulls out of her pocket another small bottle and says, "You thank him and give him this for me. Now my
Okay.
boy definitely won't go back in the forest."
Okay.
And she goes
I'll do that.
back inside, and you can hear her folding Peter.
Right.
Poor
Verbally.
Peter.
So I'm gonna head back towards my party. I'm assuming we have to go back to it was the potion shop we were at before?
Yeah, the
Mhm.
alchemist shop, right?
Yes.
Stuff that I remember like 4 weeks ago.
I will make my way back there then.
They're gonna get there first.
Of course.
So y'all manage to make your way back. It's easy enough to remember the way back. Once you get there, the sign is repaired. And you can see now that the shop is Blue Goose Potions.
Gig.
Strange.
Can I make an acrobatics check to see if I can parkour my way back?
Nice.
Sure, go ahead.
Excellent.
Please don't hurt yourself.
That's why I rolled a d4 for a fit, and it was a
25.
1. And I thought you got a 1 for a split second. Yeah, absolutely. You flip out your claws, and scurry up the side of a building and just start doing backflips, jumping from roof to roof, cling to the side of the building, bounce off a awning over here, swing around a flagpole over there, and you're just going ham.
I might show up like 2 minutes after they walk in through the door.
Jesus.
You also have a string of people that are just watching you. And just at first, there are people just in awe, just staring at you, dumbfounded. And then there are some kids that start
Oh
trying to
no.
follow you and get ahead of you.
I thought she was gonna say
Try to make
kids
you
are.
game into it.
It's like I thought she was gonna say kids are going to try to now parkour off of roofs. I was like, oh no.
Not yet. No, they're running along the streets, trying to get ahead of you, trying to race you, not knowing where you're going. So they're not very successful, but you hear them calling out, "She's over here. She went this way. No, that way." And, there's just a team of children running through the streets also now.
Cool.
Strange. Someone seems to have vandalized this sign. It was not in this condition last time we were here.
Let's just go inside
don't touch
and
the sign.
see, and meet alchemist lady whose name I totally remember, and the goes through opens the front door to go inside.
Greetings, incidental alchemist woman. We have brought berries.
Please don't be mean, Diana.
I
Come
definitely
on,
suggest you
Rena.
lose her name. Oh no.
Mistress Rena.
Please don't touch the
Rena,
berries.
okay,
Don't
thank you.
eat the berries. And generally, try not to stay near the berries. Just as a pro tip for someone who has had a brief encounter with berries a long time ago.
Hey, Steve. Did you try to eat
Yes.
the berries?
No, oh God. Well, I mean, they were fed to me. It's a long story.
I hope
my-
it wasn't these berries. These ones apparently are caustic to skin.
Oh God.
That's like.
B. Steve
There we
throws
go.
up on.
That. She
Actually, I should probably roll for that, maybe.
as
Or should I?
you start gagging
Save.
it to try and not toss your cookies.
Yes,
Yeah, go ahead and give me a con save.
sure.
And while you're doing that, as soon as you start Rena gives a whoosh of her hand, and you double over in the shop. You start tossing your cookies, and managed to toss your cookies right into a garbage pail that was not there before.
He starts clapping.
And just places the berries on the counter.
You didn't touch my sign this time. He raises an eyebrow at Anne. That was the question. I did not say that well, but that was the question.
Sign is okay. Didn't hurt it.
She nods at Raz. And starts inspecting the berries. You said you put which on the counter?
Both all of the blue, but not blueberries, and the spicy yellow berries.
What's the right
she sees
berries?
the-
That's not what I have in my notes for the yellow one.
What was in the yellow? What was for the yellow one?
We don't have any listing for yellow ones. The ones that were supposed to be super spicy were pink. And
That was
oblong.
my mistake. 'Cause it's been 2 weeks and I didn't check that part of my notes. So they are the correct berries.
Okay. I was gonna ask, did we just grab random berries?
No, those are the right ones. The DM's just a little dumb today.
This is why you have players that take notes.
Yes, thank you.
It's like I do not remember the price of all of the arrows that Dragoon's character was buying. So when Dragoon was saying how much each costed for how many, I'm just going, of course, yep.
That's why we write notes.
Hey, it works. I like it. Yeah. Oh, as that I said that. Yeah, that sounds right. Go with that.
Oh yes, 20 bomb arrows, I believe that was 5 copper.
Nice try. Hey, focus. Oh boy. Oh no, my computer fell.
What?
Don't
We're
drop
good.
your computer.
How'd you drop your entire computer?
I have my laptop on a board, which is on my lap, and it slid back a little bit. But
Okay.
I'm on a bed, so it's not like it fell. It just kind of slid a little bit and landed on the mattress. We're all good.
Alright, when people say computer, I think like giant desktop tower. I'm just like, how'd you drop that? Why were you carrying it in the first place?
I'm very good at dropping things that I was not carrying. Okay. Focus. Berries. Counter. Rena. My brain stopped working. Oh no.
Hippo bait.
Snooty elf lady. Okay. Right. What were we saying? Oh no.
And has delivered the berries
Yeah,
required.
we just dropped out the berries, said we didn't break our sign.
Thank you. Oh, God is dying. Yeah, excellent. These appear to be very nicely picked. You know, she goes to pick up the bag of the Zab berries, which still has ball bearings in it, so it's half ball bearings, half berries. And what is? Pulls on a pair of gloves, starts picking out the berries, and sees that the bag is still full of ball bearings. Interesting choice. He slides the bag of ball bearings back to you, having the handful of berries.
Thank
Not as many as I thought it was, but this should do for one, maybe two.
I like to imagine that, like, the rest of the berries actually got mushed up in the ball bearings, so at the bottom of the bag, there's just, like, berry paste.
like a mush.
Nobody touched any of their ball bearings.
Ball
Oh,
bearings are now
God.
spicy bearings.
Excellent. They do fire damage.
That's a spicy meatball.
Plus, when I enchant them, they can also make music while they burn you.
Gosh.
Yeah, if you want to make note that your ball bearing is in contact with direct in contact, that they'll do a point of fire damage. Yeah. Go ahead. Take note of that.
That will come up later.
Yep.
Probably.
Oh, will we drop
I'll
like 50 on that person? Yeah.
If each single one does 1 fire damage, just pouring a whole bag where I've got 1,000 of them on a person.
Oh
That's
no.
1,000 HP of fire damage.
I'm gonna tell you as a
Oh
DM,
my
I would count that as
goodness.
just one. So you just did 1
Yeah.
damage.
But how am I supposed to beat a Tarask with ball bearings without that?
Get a lot more ball bearings and make him choke.
Uh, yeah, yeah.
Alchemist lady, whose name
yeah.
I still can't remember.
Rena.
Rena, how long will it take for you to turn these berries into hippo bait?
Well, she looks between the Zab Zab berries, which she has now put into a small lead beaker. And she picks up the cooking pot. Still, she's not ignoring you, but she's looking, considering at the berries, giving them a little swish in the pot, before dumping them out into a another basket that she pulls from behind the counter. Well, I can make enough hippo baits. I come back tomorrow. First thing in the morning, I'll have them ready for you. They need to settle.
What shall we do for the rest of the day?
There
give me-
is.
Find lodging, please. Now, maybe.
Oh,
We
Could be
already
good.
I live in a
have
tavern
8.
in.
Yeah, I want to stay with Anne.
Okay.
Brad just
you
gives me a look like he's absolutely insane.
I have
Yeah.
a
No.
room that I am staying in.
Yeah, I want to stay with you with that room. Dee starts petting Anne, admiring Anne's metallicness.
As B starts petting Anne, the door to the shop opens and in strides Moon,
Master,
Bitches.
I have delivered
a pack of
berries.
children.
With a pack of children. Never mind, I won't say what's up, bitches.
Are you sure you won't? Does Moon
They
care?
are clamoring. Like there's just. Have you ever seen that old cartoon where there's just like a bunch of cops and they're just like there's just a bunch of feet and heads moving together? Yeah, there's just a
Most
pack
of
of
these
children moving together behind you. Oh, so
Most
cool!
of these
What
kids are
you?
probably taller than me.
Oh,
Aw.
absolutely. Yeah, these are
Master.
mostly teenagers. There's a couple older kids, but most of them are um 4 to 5 feet tall.
Oh, yeah, no, okay. Shadow isn't even walking in there by herself. She has climbed the tallest person. It's like, I have an entourage now, bitches.
Master,
see the
I have delivered berries as promised.
Excellent. I have a gaggle of followers,
Did you go back
apparently.
into the woods?
No, actually, I just...
Your charisma, Master, is to be admired.
yeah, I do have a pretty high charisma.
These kids are, there's just kind of a general murmur in the shop now as these kids are just all staring up at Moon, just in awe. And just, she's so cool. Did you see when she did the, and yeah, and did you see when she went back and did the loop-de-loop and yeah, they're just raving about all the things.
How are we going to get out of the store?
Don't worry. They'll go wherever I do.
Right. Well, Rena said it will take about 1 day for her to make the hippo bait, and then we can finally, and then like he finally turns around and grabs Raz by the hands. We can finally save your friends. Isn't that fabulous?
Yes? Kind of
I
staring at the fact that you're holding his hands, does not know what to do.
Um, he's
And then
flustered.
she-
That's cute.
And then she kind of just twirls around so that her cape flutters back over Raz.
What was that?
She kind of like, she spins back around and the cape kind of just floats back on Raz to hide him. I'm guessing if he still wants to be hidden.
Do you allow yourself to be covered, or do you sidestep? Do not be covered by the cape.
I guess it would depend on where Anne is in the room. Would it make more sense to hide behind the cape or hide under the cape, basically? Either way, it doesn't really matter. I will allow myself to be hidden by Fee.
She's like holding up like Toro. So
Also,
yes.
before I forget, Stevie,
Yeah, yes.
I have something for you from the child's mother. It is a potion of sorts, and it is, thanks for traumatizing her
Said
child
child.
into never going back into the forest.
Oh, you're welcome. I would I would run a campaign against the woods if I could. It's just a complete sign that says don't go in the woods or you'll die or get sexually assaulted by a tree.
But Stevie,
You know what?
you
Did that
wanted
happen?
the wood. How'd you get in there?
I was kidnapped. I never go in there voluntarily. Never. Never. Never.
Okay. That's not. That's.
We have
mhm.
5 hits when you
Anyways.
do not need to.
Do
And
not worry.
sensitivities.
I'm
The
gonna.
forest had tried to fight me once, and I won.
No.
Yeah, you broke a rock. It was very nice.
And then Bee starts clapping when she remembered that Anne punched the rock. Yes, it was very fabulous. But
Shadow is going to give Stevie Stevie the
we're just gonna call Fire's character Stevie now.
Stevie. Like I said, everyone's gonna get fucking nicknames anyways.
It also helps to
Um,
differentiate B and Fee.
Mhm.
Yes.
Just
Stevie,
gonna give
you
him
are
the
handed. Oh, the what?
yeah, the potion.
It is a
Put that in
small dot dye vial. The label has patterns across it.
Okay.
It is. Sorry, I'm figuring out what this is right now. It hums. It makes music. Just every time you shake it, instead of like splashing sounds, it kind of goes do 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 do.
A musical vial. Great.
Yeah. The potion inside is very airy and bubbly.
Okay. But there's no official name for it, is there? Oh, you're figuring it out. Very good.
I am. What was that roll? It was
A 1.
Thank you. It is clear in color with.
Okay, hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Some kind of bone floating in it.
Ooh. Like a human bone? Animal
Steven,
bone?
You may
Demon
also have this
bone?
potion from me.
Oh, I'm getting a lot of gifts. I feel very popular.
Gifts are nice.
Gifts are very nice. I've never gotten a gift before. Oh, except for that one time. I did get a gift from some kids who were bullying me. They gave me this thing that exploded, and it was turned out to be an amalgamation of all of their feces into one little container. and it just popped, and then the feces went all over my face. It was.
Oh.
I found it funny. I was in on the joke. It's fine.
Do not worry.
Yes.
I have this small shot-sized bottle with a sad face on it for you.
I'm not going to take this personally.
Child's bomb.
So wait, what is it? It is a. I'm taking it. Hang on. Adding.
You have what that potion does and is, right?
Yep,
Okay, good. Because I don't know where I put that down.
I've
I'm
just
putting it as
handed
an potion.
Stephen a filter of age. It makes you grow 1d6 years older with a side
Uh-oh.
effect of genuine happiness.
Oh. That's not too bad.
I'm just going to
So-
write "and potion" so I forget everything Nolam just said and use it at a random time.
So it'll make you grow older, but happier.
They're
I
happy.
could hold on to that description until I can steal it from you again afterwards, because I don't know where I put my notes on that.
Wait, is it like a temporary effect, or are they forever like older?
You just get old.
You just they're happy when they get old.
Yep.
All right, so
Text that I've got, I'll send it to Gig.
Thank you. 'Cause I'm a hot mess and I don't know where I put any of my notes.
That's a mood.
yep. Yesterday, I was like, "Where are my notes?"
I've got like half-formed sentences for notes.
I was like,
Yep.
"Why is there a phone number here?" All right, so so
Lovely. Okay.
Does everyone else want to give their potions to Steve?
I'm not entirely sure I can hold anymore, so please hold any and all gifts until later on. down the
Oh,
road.
do you need a potion pack? And I forgot her name again. Oh no.
Right.
Rena?
Thank you. Rena flips into sales mode and pulls out a rack on wheels just full of bags with dividers so it holds potions inside of it. These are our latest line of potion tote bags. And
Yo.
you can see these. Oh, it
Uh,
instantly deflates.
Wow. And like Fee gives like Stevie like a wow look.
oh wow. Yeah. Are you okay?
I think you hurt her feelings, Stevie.
Yes.
Oh.
Don't mind me. These are just hand stitched, designed personally.
Oh. Listen.
I know I can see when my wares are not wanted, and
No.
she
No.
puts her nose in the air.
No, I definitely do want to take a look. I just need to talk to my partner. One second. And B pulls out Cactus Troyer, his emotional support cactus, and begins a conversation. Well, I'm not sure we have enough of the funds to be able to purchase one of these, but I do really want to purchase this because I don't want to hurt this person's feelings. Well, yes, I know I'm codependent. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to go to therapy for that.
Fee leans over to Raz and is like, is he talking to a cactus?
I'm not. You know, I
think
really
so.
don't like when you use that kind of language with me. Well,
Jenna, by the way, has perked up at the mention of just needing to talk to your partner, and is keeping a respectful distance to kind of give you your privacy for this conversation. And
While
does
you're
not
still
find...
on the back of Anne.
I'm sorry?
No, I think Steve was over by the trash can.
Right.
And got
Yeah,
it.
because he started retching at one
Oh,
point.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I still thought you were still on Anne's
But
back.
was on Ann that whole time before that. So
Basically, Anne probably would have been too tall with him on his shoulders and would have smacked right into it. The door frame.
yes.
Oh, yes. Definitely. Hello? Did Discord
Yep.
die?
No,
Oh,
we're
No.
still
We
here.
just all just had
It
a
was
awkward
just all of a
silence.
sudden silence, and I thought, oh no, it died! Okay,
All waiting for the cactus to actually respond.
So yes, Steve is over in the corner now, having a emphatic conversation. What seemingly emphatic one-way conversation.
Rena smiles over towards Steve and his cactus, before turning to everyone else. Can I get you anything else?
How much for one of those bags?
Potions galore. I'm sorry?
How much for one of those bags?
Well, I'm being handed. They are of wonderful quality, and the design is quite impeccable, as you can see. They are quite modestly priced.
What is a modest price?
1 second, I forgot what normal backpacks are sold for
I was like, yes.
comparison.
I have to give her
Like
1 second of your life.
Yeah.
Easily sold. I do not age.
Are you
Four
technically
gold.
alive?
You said 4
Since
gold?
I like you all so much, I'll give you a discount. 4 gold.
Sold.
Like-
And puts
Well-
4 gold on the counter.
Cactus, we can't afford it anyway. It's 4 gold. I'm very sorry. As I am, Steve comes back over to the counter. I'm very sorry, but my partner and I cannot afford your bags. I think they are gorgeous, and I would very much like to buy one. However, I cannot. But I do promise you that I will buy one. If you'll give me a piece of paper, I will write as much down so that you know that I will come back, as I am a person of my word, and I'm deeply codependent, and I'm very afraid of hurting your feelings. Do you have a pencil?
He stares deeply into your eyes for a good 10 seconds after you say this. Why, yes, I do, darling. And she pulls out a piece of paper and a pencil.
All right.
And slides them across the paper to you.
I, B. Steve Alley T, that's my full name, do hereby declare that I will return to this establishment to purchase one of your bags at a appropriate time, which is after I procure a job. And Cactus gets a job, right? Cactus, you need a job too, okay? It's not just me. It's a partnership. You know, you have to work together to build a bank account. It's the well, anyway. All right. Yes, and I'm going to sign it, and Cactus is also going to sign it too. B puts the pen in front of Cactus and looks patiently, waiting for something to happen, and of course, nothing does. Well, don't be a baby about it. Don't be rude. Sorry.
It's quite all right. I'd be happy to accept a pinprick as a signature. I understand that not all intelligent plants can write. It's quite all right, darling. And she smiles at the cactus.
She didn't mean it that way. I'm so sorry. He's being incredibly sensitive today, and I'm just gonna hold the paper up to you, Cactus, and I'm gonna take you out of this place.
Oh.
I'm just Steve pricks the paper and takes Cactus out. I am so sorry. I mean, we're gonna have a conversation outside about this, about your behavior in front of our new friends, and it's nice to meet you. And I'll see you soon.
She picks
Hi,
up the
alchemist
paper,
lady.
folds it in half, and lovely to meet you as well. Yes, my darling.
And like he shuffles through the crowd of teenagers, like kind of making her way out of the store, like, get out of my way.
And
Yeah.
at the sound, all the kids just snap to attention and clear away, pressing themselves not against the shelves, but standing up as straight as they can, trying to take up as little space as possible, sucking in their guts, and pressing against each other, but not the shelves or this pathway that they've created towards the door.
Oh. Thank you, Alchemist Lady Renna.
Yes. If one cannot control the atmosphere in her shop, what can one ever do?
And then Fee kind of does a little wave towards Renna and walks out. And it's kind of like, should we... what, like, do you want to split up for the day and wait till tomorrow? Or what do you guys want to do?
I will be lodging with Stephen.
You hear outside Steve is having a very loud one-sided argument, of course.
Raz is hanging back in the shop once everybody's gone and all that.
Did
Anyone else staying
anyone
in the
else
shop?
have... Yeah. I'm
No
taking
one else is staying in the shop.
Yep. All right. All the kids file out after Moon, so it is just you and Renna left in the shop.
Okay. Now that I can think, can you tell me what this potion does? Holds up the unknown potion of unknown origin and languages.
It's the very first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I have that. I know where that's written. Give me 1
The
second.
tonic of fear and uncontrollable babbling.
Uh,
This is actually something separate from all.
yeah, this was this is from starting equipment. I just can't find my right tab to know. I know right where it is, but I can't find the tab where it is. Aha! Oh, there we go. I just need to go back. Campaign notes. She plucks the vial from your hand and pulls out a monocle that glimmers strangely in the light as she looks up into the light coming through the window and starts shifting the bottle about this way and that. Watching the yellow liquid, flecked with various colors, slosh around the bottle. She opens the corks, give it a sniff.
It turns out
The
it was
shop.
from the sewer.
I don't know where I found it. You're not even here.
The shop is flooded with a scent of a rich, full-bodied wine. She puts her finger over the top, gives it a shake and licks her finger to taste it. Yeah, she recorks it. Yes, this is definitely a minor use of nymph breath. It does seem to be not brewed as perfectly as it could be. There is a slight side effect, but it will give you water breathing. The side effect isn't to be so bad. I feel so light. It gives water breathing with a slight side effect of becoming strangely light. And it should last for 30 minutes. I realized I fell out of voice halfway through that.
It's okay.
Oh, wait.
Figure that out just by the taste.
It's quite delectable. I love spicy food. It's got a nice kick to it. And she hands you the bottle back.
You get better at this stuff. I was totally wrong in what I thought this would do.
Oh dear, what did you think it did?
Thought it let me read whatever I wanted?
Well, I can see why you might think that from the label. Draconic is quite a strange language when you're unfamiliar with it.
Oh, thank you very much. And copper down. That service would cost.
It's my pleasure, dear. No, please. You've brought me quite enough berries. That these services I'll be happy to provide for you and your party free of charge.
Oh, thank you.
It takes but a moment of my time. Should you come across any other peculiar potion ingredients, I would quite appreciate if you would bring them in. I'd be happy to pay you all for them.
Got it. Mulberries and anything other weird things?
Oh, any sort of strange plant you come across, I can put almost anything to use.
Got it. I will leave the shop.
All right.
How
You
dare
just-
you, Cactus, on
That's-
insulting my new friend?
Honestly, the way you act inside public spaces is abhorrent.
He's
I mean,
just
that-
watching this happening.
Woman probably thinks we're psychotic. You're psychotic. I mean, gee,
You are very
golly.
prickly.
Gosh. And I apologize. I mean, honestly, I want to apologize to everyone for Cactus's behavior. This is not normally how he acts.
I
Oh,
apologize
Steve.
too.
gee willikers.
Well, shall we go ahead and find lodging for the night?
I think we better put this guy to bed, grumpy pants.
Men.
I'd like to make note the herd of children that were following Moon around have now started to slowly distance themselves from all of you as they're watching this conversation and argument with the cactus, and they're all looking very concerned and confused and alarmed at Steve, and they're just kind of slowly edging away. The youngest of them just turn and bolt, but the others are trying to be a little less inconspicuous about it.
Anne's joining in with the insulting the cactus. She just doesn't understand what's going on, but she's going to join in.
Well, Raz and I are gonna go back to the tavern where my friend, whose name I remember, since that was like 4
Argus.
weeks ago. Huh?
Argus.
Fergus, yes. So we're gonna go back to the tavern where Fergus is. Come on, Raz. And she kind of like loops their arms together and like drags him along the road.
I was gonna
like,
say, that's gonna be
skipping.
very awkward due to the height difference.
It's okay, she's just dragging him along.
Just like on very tippy toes, trying to not fall over.
All right, you two are heading back to the inn. Anyone else?
Anne leads Stephen back to the inn.
Now, Anne, I'm just curious, what are you made out of?
I am made out of metallic alloys.
Metallic alloys. That's incredible. Did you hear that, Cactus? Metallic alloys. You know, I'm incredibly interested in metals and technology and steel and one of my goals in life, my main goal really, is to become a technician. I know you wouldn't.
I am adept at soldering and other technical work.
That's amazing. I mean, if you. This is. I shouldn't ask. Never mind. I wanted to. Cactus, do you think? All right. You know. I'm just gonna ask. Would it be possible if I could train under you to just sort of tinker around, like look at the hard wiring and learn about you?
Sure. A master and maid should always have a big heart.
Aw.
That's cool. Yeah. So whenever you feel like letting me get a good feel around there. I mean, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean feel. Not in a weird, gross way. I meant like a very professional way. You just let me know.
Weird, gross way.
Oh, like sometimes Never mind. Should we...
Disregarding previous statement.
At that statement of getting a feel, the rest of the children that had not bolted turn and run, and there are no more children around.
Yay for scaring away the children.
We're such a great adventuring party.
I know. We're so... Yeah.
Hey, you saved the one kid.
We are chaotic.
Also
neutral
traumatized
here.
him a little.
Which the mother is appreciative.
It's like, will Raz friends ever be saved by our band of merry heroes?
Oh, I'm sure they're already dead.
Is there anything else that y'all want to do before heading to the inn, or at the inn in the evening before settling down for the night?
I mean, I can't think of anything right now. What about you guys?
And we'll be soldering new lacework patterns into her parasol and gloves.
And B. Steve would like to stare at that.
Characters being
Lovely.
really creepy.
And the soldering the stuff on is supposed to be my artificer's infusions.
Okay. And that so you're adding. Let me pull up the page.
It's stuff that I've actually already added to the things.
Okay. So this is just doing the things, but you've already done it.
Yeah,
Okay. Got it. Lovely.
a +1 to armor because of the lacework on the parasol, plus a +1 to the gloves to hit due to the lacework on the gloves.
Lovely.
But I already added that on, so
Yeah. Just making it more intricate and yeah. Okay.
So
I can only
P?
have 2 things infused
Yes.
right now, so
Yes. Or were you talking about I don't know anymore?
Hello, I am back. Sorry that took so
Kitten!
long.
We didn't miss
A
much.
kitten has appeared.
We scared away your children. We're sorry.
Well, that's completely fine.
They're still in awe of you, but everyone else was just too alarming, and they
They
bolted.
ran away. Now I'm just even more cool for being able to put up with everyone else.
Yep.
Pretty much, yeah.
They're like, man, she's so awesome. The people she hangs out with kind of weird.
There are legends about you starting among the children of the Spire.
Excellent. All because of my epic parkour.
Parkour. Well, you know, it's a good thing you rolled really well too. Like, what would have happened if you rolled low?
Oh, and break your leg.
Probably would have fell and just
It-
face planted.
It would still be epic legend of parkour.
Yeah, it would just be, less
One kid-
flattering.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you remember that small cat child who tried to climb up the side of the building and face planted?
Yeah. It's like, ah!
and stories of Anne and Steve are also passing around, but much
Not
less
like-
negative. Well,
Like the boogeyman.
Avoid
equivalent,
these people if you see them.
basically. Yes.
Good. V and Raz have stayed under the radar so far.
There
Eventually, the
is,
red bag is
there's a little bit of a tale going around about Fee, spread by Peter,
But
just with the glitter show, but he
Oh.
doesn't know your name, and so it's just the very sparkle lady. So there's just a couple stories of a sparkle lady going about town.
He's gonna become a cryptid.
Writing it down.
Oh god. Wait, so quick question, Gig. So
Mhm.
will this be the first night that we did with the doggies?
Yes.
Anything?
Yeah, that was about to say. You're after everyone gets back to the inn, you sit there for a little bit, and excuse yourself, go back into the woods, and track down the dogs and try to befriend them.
I survived.
Yeah.
I got bit in the calf, but I still survived.
And you'll make your way back in the evening. It's later, but it's not too late. Still light enough to see your way. To settle down for the night at the Flaming Lion Tavern. And it is 8 o'clock. So, is there anything else y'all want to do before we wrap up for tonight?
No,
just quick
but
run through the sewers, find my friends, go out through that. No big deal.
Your friends are fine. They're hanging out with the hippos.
Anne's just servicing her equipment since she doesn't need to sleep, so...
And B. Steve is staring at Anne in awe of technology.
Practices a little bit of magic.
This means B. Steve is going to be in the same room as Shadow.
Oh yes.
Guess who gets himself a cuddle buddy?
I have suddenly come up with a storyline
Oh
that I
no!
did not come up with before.
B.
Love
Steve is
triangle?
getting himself a cuddle buddy.
First druid to actually care about machines.
Yes, B. Steve, I've worked it out that he is proficient in all things forest, but only wants nothing to do with it.
Oh.
He
And only
knows
wants to be
all the
involved in
problems that are
technology.
in the forest.
Yes. Very good for forest stuff, very bad for technology, but only wants to be around the latter.
Technology.
It's because he can keep learning about it.
Yes, and it also won't hurt him in his mind. In his mind, technology is not unpredictable, which
Really
is
crushes
a
a
bad
finger
idea.
here.
Yeah, he's about to find out real fucking quick if he keeps
Yes.
around Anne on how fucking unpredictable. But it's fine. It's okay. Shadow loves Anne anyway.
This is gonna
Anne
be
is
good.
just doing her best.
Gig, I will be DMing you some things.
Excellent.
Alright, I'm gonna cut the stream here.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, bye,
everybody.
Twitch!
Bye, Internet!
Bye.